Hello? How about now? Can you hear me now? What the hell? Okay, now it says it's working. Testing, can you hear me? We can hear you now. What the hell? It said it was connected. That was weird. I don't know. Thanks for bearing with me. What are you doing, StreamYard? What the hell? Okay, recap what I was saying for the first, 30 seconds. Welcome to a very improv stream. I wasn't planning on doing this morning, and then I got home, and I was like, I have an itch in my system to get out before Stranger Things gets out, before the final season drops, which we are just a little over an hour before the final season drops. But now that Pipeline isn't really a live show anymore, I'm more tempted to just be like, hey, a random stream. Just a random thing on a pop culture topic. This won't be a super long stream. This will not be the length of my normal episodes or anything like that. It's probably be just 20 to 30 minutes of rambling on just last minute theories, speculations. But the main thing I want to do is before we actually get these episodes tonight, I really want to cement my final death predictions, I guess is the right word. I've talked about it on tomorrow's Pipeline, which this should not be excused for that. That will be coming out tomorrow. Draven, Behind the Colonel, great episode. Stay tuned for that. That's very exciting. I talked about it a little bit there. We talked about it in After Credits a little bit, but I want to cement my full predictions on who will die and who will live. And then we will look back on this when the season is done. And I could be like, I told you, or maybe I'm dead wrong. So that's going to be fun. I don't even fully know my choices yet, which is also going to be fun, us arguing as we get into this. But how's everybody today? How's everyone doing? Let's get some music on in here, so it's not just dead air. Unless it is, it's paused. Turn it up a little bit. But yeah, how is everyone doing today? What's everyone up to? How are we feeling? Anyone catch Pipeline sneak peek yesterday? We'll see. I was out all day, by the way. I was out all day. I thank God it went live when I did, when it did, or y'all would have just got it 2 days early. But yeah, no, I said that I was out. I saw Wicked for Good, and I saw Zootopia 2, and I was coming home and I just saw Darren McClymonds has a premiere. I was like, what do you mean I have a premiere? What the hell? It was Pipeline 2 days early. So yeah, that will be out tomorrow. Will Byers is gonna die. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I don't believe that, but feel free to have your own ranking. Phil, in your ranking, does every character die? Are they all just dead on a platter? But yeah, I want everyone to send in their final thoughts, theories, speculations on this final episode. And if the audio goes out again, guys, let me know. Let me know. I'll try and fix it. I think Will's pretty safe personally. We're going to talk about that. Let's just get into the ranking. Let's just do it. Because again, we're not going to be super long today. Maria Gunner, I think. Let's pull up this ranking. This is the same stuff I used for the Pipeline this week as well. So you'll recognize... Oh, that's interesting. How do I blow this thing up? I could do this. Hold on. Bear with me here. Well, I could do this. I could do this. I could do this. What's this? Oh, that's kind of fun, actually. That's kind of fun. Here. Let me do something really quickly. Blowing this thing up a little bit. Okay, that's fine. That's whatever. It's fine. What up, stranger? What's going on, bud? Get ready, y'all. Get ready. What up, Ronan? Okay, I have my list here. Again, this shouldn't be too long, but I do kind of want to do it. Oh shit, I forgot to edit this. Hold on. Guys, give me like 3 seconds. I didn't prepare enough. Hold on. Give me just like 2 seconds. Okay. So we're going to have tier 1. That is simply just safe. They're safe. They're alive. We're going to have an unknown. Characters that I just cannot choose right now. I just don't know. And we have dead. They're dead. 3 options today. 3 options. Just do it. Nothing much. Hope you're doing well. I am doing well. I have not been this excited for like a media thing to come out in a while. Like, it feels really good to just be like really, really excited. Oh, actually, I'm gonna change this really quickly. Hold on. Like, I'm just like really psyched. It's great. It's so good to be just excited for something. I love just being excited. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Let's move this guy over here. And there we are. Okay. We're ready to go. And as we go through these, I want to hear everybody's predictions. And this might move around. This might alter. This might go through different whatevers. But let's just do this thing. Okay. So starting out, I'm going to move some of these guys down. Some of these around a little bit. Starting with Dustin. Now, Dustin's easy for me. Dustin's safe. Dustin is, I think, I've heard a lot of people think that Dustin is like a goner. Like, oh, Dustin's gone because he's a dead man. I really think, I guess this is spoilers for the rest of these guys. Maybe I'll move them up front. I really do think that the original 4 are safe. I really do. I think the original 4 are very safe. I don't think that the show wants a really shitty ending. Like, I don't think the show can end in a way where it is depressing, it is super sad. I think they need to find the balance of a couple of deaths that are very traumatizing for the show. But also doesn't make the show feel like a Game of Thrones or, you know, like a Breaking Bad. Like, I do think it kind of needs to have a little bit of like an uplifting ending. Okay, now everyone else can go. Okay, you were a Dustin guy. All right. What up, Tony? It's crazy to see the fandom for Stranger Things come back. I feel like it's always easy to forget how about. Oh, the show is massive. I also forgot how big it was. And it's really just kind of happened within the last like 3 or so days. Like, I wasn't really seeing that much hype, that much talk about this final season. And then the last couple of days, it's like, oh no, it's here. My bets on who's going to die are Steve, Will, and 11. Do you think Max will be permanently blind? Ooh. I would love consequences. I just rewatched. I haven't got time to rewatch all of season 4. Last night we did episode 4, which is my favorite episode of the whole show. I think it's a masterpiece. I really do. It's great. But I think that was one of my main issues with season 4 is I loved the running up the hill bit. It is so good. And then the finale is one of the best death scenes I have ever seen in my life. I don't know. I would like consequences to it though. Like, I would really like. I love that death scene so much. In a small way, I kind of wish it was permanent, and I wish there were consequences for that. But we'll see. Maybe she is blind. That would be interesting. Does she have some sort of like? I know there's been theories of like, oh well, maybe Max will get powers this season. I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. Finished season 4 just in time. LOL was peak Stranger Things. It was. I told you. I think it was you I told on stream the other day. I'm pretty sure it was you. I love season 4. It's great. I've always wanted Dustin to end up with Nancy. I mean, maybe in a couple, maybe long term. there is a bit of an age gap there. That might be a little problematic, but I don't know. The boys are safe. If any of them gonna die, it's Luke. Ooh, that's what's fun. Everyone has a different list. I also think Will and 11 are goners. Interesting. I'm gonna get to Will. What 4 are you talking about? Because some people think Mike, Dustin, 11. Okay, interesting. When I say main 4, I mean Dustin. I mean like the original party. So Mike, Lucas, Dustin, and Will would be the OG 4, the original party. But we'll get to the others here in a second. Yeah, thus me. Okay, it was you. I thought so. Okay, Hopper. Let's get into Hopper. Now, a lot of people also think Hopper is going to die. There's a lot of people that think Hopper's going to die. We're starting off really safe here. I think Hopper isn't safe. I think Hopper isn't safe for a couple of reasons. Mainly being we've done it. I would be a little annoyed. Like, think of the show as a whole. Like, right now, on paper, it makes sense. Like, oh, Hopper's the character you wouldn't want to sacrifice. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Hopper is so... Like, we've just done that. Like, imagine this on a binge. It's like, okay, we end season 3 with Hopper dying, with him going through the thing and him being gone, and we had our moment to grieve over him, and they brought him back in season 4. And that's an argument in general. You could maybe argue, hey, maybe they shouldn't have done that, but they did it. It was a thing, whatever. But then we spend the entirety of season 4 getting him back. So spending an entire season getting a character back just to be like, oh no, they die anyway, is so weird and lazy, and I don't think it would hit for me. Again, if they would have kept that season 3 ending, if he actually would have died there, chef's kiss. But I don't think you could do it again. It worked on me once, it wouldn't work on me again. I feel like they faked his death, and I think they faked his death at the end of season 3. They can't kill him off. I 100% agree. And like, I just watched the episode today, or most of episode 5 today, but like, he does his whole thing where he's like, he's having his kind of pity party about like how much his life has sucked, and you know how he's like, he always thought he was cursed, and there's a bit of like, no, actually I'm the curse. And I think his arc needs to be accepting he's worth something, and accepting he deserves to live, and he deserves to be happy to an extent. But also I think his arc needs to be like, he has to learn how to grieve, because Hopper's never grieved or even process his emotions properly. So I do think someone close to him does have to bite it, which we'll get to. And I think his arc has to be like understanding and like processing that grief and being able to move on is something he's always struggled with. So yeah, I think he's safe. Hopper is safe in my opinion because they already did the fake out with him. 100% agree. I think Murray will. Honestly, we will get to Mr. Murray. Okay, Jonathan. Let's do it. It's tough because there's two characters. I'll say this. A member of that family is going to die either way. I'm going to say this right now. It's either Jonathan or it's Joyce. They do not both make it out of the season alive. They don't. It's very simple. One of those characters has to die. And I've been going over it, and I could see it being either or. I really could. You could swap these. Ultimately, though, I think Jonathan is dead. I think he's dead. I think... Here's the thing, though. I won't find that very sad, though. I won't find Jonathan's death sad. I will not be weeping for Jonathan. Unless they make it very emotional. But I think just like... I'm going to do these two together. I think Joyce is sick. I think Hopper needs something to live for. I think if we take away everything that Hopper loves, then that will be very, very depressing. Part of me kind of wants to put her in unknown, though, because I think they could do it. I'm going to put her in, like, unknown, because I could really see Joyce going in either way, but they're not doing both. So, like, if he lives, Joyce dies. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. What do we think? I think from what we see in the trailers, Nancy, like, washing her hands, I think he dies. I think Jonathan's gonna... Yeah, Jonathan is just such an easy move. It's just such an easy choice. To be fair, I actually think it probably should have happened maybe last season. Because Jonathan did not have... They've struggled. They've struggled since season 1 with Jonathan, to be fair. They've had their struggles. I'm going to place it right here for now. I'm going to put Joyce in unknown. But I think my reasoning for this will make more sense in a second. Frickin' Mike's mom. What's her name again? I forget her name. I like her. She's fun. I think she's safe. She's fine. She's not, like... She's not important enough of a character, I think, to really make that sacrifice play. Although, if they did it, I would not... Karen, thank you. Karen. If they did it, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, what the fuck? Like, I wouldn't be like... my mind wouldn't be blown if they did that. But I think she's safe. I think Karen's safe. What up, Taj? Hey, buddy. We're ranking Stranger Things characters on how likely they will to die. Okay, Mike. Safe. He's the poster boy. I'm pretty sure Finn Wolfhard has literally said he's the final shot of the show. Finn is the safest character on this list. Very simply. Finn is not... Actually, I'll put him even above Lucas. Like, Finn has plot armor for days. They need... And again, I think the final shot of the show is Mike and the boys kind of riding on their bikes into the sunset. The adventure lives on, sort of. Not in the terms of, like, the upside down and stuff, but, like, their adventures will continue and their life. Again, yeah, I think they're... Those two are safe, for sure. Murray! Hey, Murray, what's up, buddy? Dead. I think Murray... I'm gonna say it. If this happens tonight, praise me the king. Because I think Murray's an episode 1. I think you want an episode 1 death. I think you need to show episode 1. This season's not playing around. This season's not taking no shit. There will be casualties. And I think he's the end of episode 1 to be like, oh fuck, we're taking lives now. Like, the stakes are up there. I think he's the Loki to Infinity War. I think Vecna's like, oh fuck you, Murray, we're taking this guy out first. Which, like a week ago, I would have been like, I wouldn't have cared at all. But on this recent rewatch I've been doing, I would be really, I actually think I'll get emotional. Is it crazy I'll be more emotional for Murray than Jonathan? Because I don't give a fuck about Jonathan. I don't care. Murray is hilarious, but I can see him dying. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed him. I really, really did. Murray is the perfect character to build off to build stakes, 100%. And really make it emotional. Like, maybe he dies for, like, Joyce or Hopper. Like, really, like, make it, like, this emotional moment to see how much their friendship has grown over the course of these, like, 3 seasons. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. Alright, Miss Nancy Wheeler. I feel like she's safe. But do you keep the whole family tree safe? Like, do you keep the entire Wheeler household safe? Here's the thing. You don't kill both Nancy and Jonathan. That doesn't work, I don't think. I think that's another one where it's like one or the other. I'm going to put her in unknown, though. I don't feel confident enough. Like, I do think she is safe. I really do. But I don't feel as confident as I do with the people I have in safe right now. Yeah, I think Nancy's safe too. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I'm gonna keep her an unknown, and maybe we'll move her as we go along. As we finish off this list. Ted. Oh boy, Ted. He's dead. I'm gonna say it. He's dead. Ted's dead. We talked about this. You guys will see this in tomorrow's pipeline. But, I really want Ted to go out like a boss. I want Ted to go out like a god. I think it would be incredible if you spend the whole show, he's this lazy bum, he doesn't care for nothing, and like in the final episode you have like Ted sacrifice himself for like Dustin or something. Like that would be pretty awesome. And then you have, what is it, Karen, who's kind of like fallen out of love with him. Like she realizes in his dying breath that like, oh, you were awesome. like I took you for granted. Like I thought you were this kind of boring house dad, or like most of our marriage, but actually you could have been exciting. Like we could have had something special. And then it also lets Karen kind of out of an unlovable marriage. Like she's clearly not happy in her marriage, so like you can kind of set her free. That's fucked up as that sounds, like you can kind of set her free to do what she wants, I guess, to kind of just have that whatever. Give Mike a new mom or new dad. It does rhyme, so only makes sense. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think Ted's death would be really funny. Robin. She's safe. I think she's one of the safer ones, to be honest with you. I think she just... Robin's in my like top 3 characters. So it would really mess me up if she died. But I just don't see it. Like, I think she's too new to the cast. I think she's too fresh. Not to say they wouldn't kill new characters, and they do. That's like literally their whole thing. I think Robin needs to go off and like, I don't know if you want to have the like killing the gay thing with Robin. Like, I think you have to. I think she needs to grow up and fully flesh herself out and become who she's meant to be and really establish herself. What up, buddy? How's it going? What's going on? Robin lives? I think Robin lives. Yeah. I don't see it. I think Robin, yeah. And I think that even makes sense with the character we'll talk about here soon. Of why she has to live. But maybe it's a wild card. Like, she could be a wild card. Like, if like we ended like episode like 4 and like she's on like the table, she's dead. I like, that would be a crazy moment that I don't think anyone would have been expecting. Mr. Clark. I'm gonna say it. Mr. Clark is dead. Mr. Clark is a dead man. I'm gonna say it. I think that would be crazy. I think he's another Murray. Even like, maybe even more so of a Murray. Whereas like, a character from season 1 that we are very attached to, that I think we could use as a casualty for stakes for the story. Like, he's a character that means a lot. Like, he means a lot to our main trio of characters. He's very important to them. He has, honestly, everything that we've done in the past seasons have been thanks to him. Like, seasons 1, 2, and 3, he helped us solve the mysteries. Like, he's very important to us. And I'm getting my hopes up for this, but like, I would really love him to actually be important to the plot this time around. and like, I don't know, help in actually like the actual mystery. Like now that Hawkins is, I assume, going to be in on everything. Like I like the idea of him like going on a mission like with the boys and he instantly dies or something. Like, I think that would be really cool for like an episode. I don't remember Mr. Clark. He's a minor character. He's not in a lot of it, but when he's in it, he's really fun. I will say I hope they do more with her character. I feel like she's been introduced. She's really like nothing but Steve's sidekick. So I hope they. I don't know if I agree. I think especially like last season how they kind of paired her with Robin. Like I love the like Steve and Robin stuff that they have going on. She's not a super deep character though, so understandable. Fair enough. Like her character is Steve's friend ultimately, so I understand, but I like her a lot. She's up there for me. Okay, let's get to the big one. Will alive. Will's safe. Like I said at the start, and we could just do Lucas here too. Lucas is also safe. The main trio, the main 4 original party is safe. I think that has to be the case. I say that, and like I think narratively, like Will could make sense in certain aspects. Like I get the theory people are saying, but I think rewatching the show would suck if you kill off Will. I really do. I think if you have the show set up, the entire plot of the show is we have to save Will. That's the whole thing. We have to save him. We have to have him have a good life. We have to set this character up. We have to save the party, and we have to get the party back together. And I think if you end the show with the party not being intact, you almost end the show with a feeling of what was the point? Why did I spend 9 years of my life watching a show where they ultimately don't save Will? Like, I think that just would leave a bitter taste in my mouth, especially Will. Like, I think there's some better arguments for maybe a Dustin or a Lucas. I know I've heard some like Lucas theories that I somewhat make sense. Yeah, like Will dying would almost 100% would. 100% would. Which in some ways makes me want to put my like I was really close to putting her here instead of Jonathan. And the only reason I didn't is a character we'll talk about here soon. But yeah, no, like it would really suck. I just think, and again, I don't think I think the show needs to ride a line of major characters biting the dust, but not ending in a way that's depressing. Like, I don't think people want a depressing ending for Stranger Things. That's never really been the vibe. I think the vibe of Stranger Things is this dark show that always had hope, that always had a light behind the tunnel. It's a fun show that people, it's like a feel-good show for so many people. And so I think you need to keep a little bit of that tone in even the show's end, for me personally. And I think killing any of the OG4 doesn't work for me. Valid, your ending theory is selling me. Yeah. Again, I think the finale I think the final shot has to be the 4 of them, plus maybe Max will get to her riding off together. As if, but like primarily these 4 being like, okay, the adventure lives on. Erica. How crazy would it be if they killed Erica? That would be insane. Maybe I'm just being too safe here. She's safe. She's safe. She's safe. It would be... What the heck just happened? That was weird. Okay, whatever. I got like an ad on my thing and it screwed my train of thought. But that would be insane. That would be like, oh, they're not playing around. Okay, this is insane. it's a show about childhood adventure, and the adventure can end with... Yeah, no, 100%. Like, it is... Especially watching it when you're younger. Or, like, you know, in middle school and high school. Like, it is about a show about, like, reliving, like, the adventure of childhood. Also, can you imagine watching the, like, prequel that's going to come out? And being like, oh, this is nice, if they weren't dead in, like, a month, you know, last year. Like, no. They are good. They are good. Holly, also safe. What an incredible safe. Actually, this is the safest character on this list. Screw Mike. Like, can you imagine? Can you imagine if they're like, yeah, Holly's gonna bite the dust? That'd be crazy. No, Holly's safe. Of course Holly is safe. What are we talking about? Okay. Some of these we can speedrun. Vecna. Dead? Right? I think that's kind of a no-brainer. I'm not even convinced Vecna might bite it this, like, grouping of episodes. Right? Like, I do think we talked about this in tomorrow's pipeline. More teases for that. But, like, we had even talked about, like, we're not even convinced Vecna's the main villain of, like, the final season. Like, he might be a continuous threat through the first arc or the first several episodes, but there's someone even higher. There's someone above Vecna still. So that would be interesting. Yeah, Vecna I think is dead. I think they'll kill Vecna. Maybe it's Max. I would actually kind of really like if it's Max that does it. That'd be kind of awesome. Susie. Safe, right? I don't want to, like, put it... I think she's safe. But that would be a crazy wild card. No, she's safe. She's safe. What am I talking about? She's safe. Susie's fine. Susie is safe. Let me move this, actually, so I'm out of the way a little bit more. Yeah, Susie's safe. I think most of these guys are... From what I heard, Susie... Isn't she... Is she not? Huh. I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm not like, no, I need more Susie, but I thought she was. Damn. I see no reason for them to kill Susie, like nobody has it. Yeah. I think the only reason it almost kind of crossed my mind was to just, like... Argyle is not. Argyle is 100% not. The only reason I was almost considering Susie, though, was just, like, dramatic effect. Like, maybe we, like, destroy her entire town and Susie along with it, and it's like, oh, that's the emotional... I don't... But again, is that too dark? I don't know. I think what people love about Dustin, he's like, a fun little guy. And so I think if you kill her off, like, we now get, like, a fucking... like, rough Dustin. It was like, and like, I don't want that. I want our fun little guy, at least for most of the season. If Susie died, I could see her never-ending story after. It's funny. Yeah. Jesus, sorry about that. Yeah, no, Susie's safe. She's fine. Mr. Steve, we're gonna save you. You're gonna be our final pick. I'm putting you back here. Fucking... What's her name? Erica? Is that her name? I would love to put her here. I don't even think she's in the season. So she's safe. I don't even know why I put her on here. She's obviously safe. She's not even in the season. It'd be weird if she was, right? Because the guy isn't. He is not. Argyle is not. Angela. Yeah, fuck Angela, bro. Yeah, no, Argyle is not in the season. We can do her now, too. He's safe, because he's not there. Which I'm not mad about. There's too many characters that, like, he's the one where it's like, oh, yeah, okay. Although I have heard people say, like now that he's all buff, people want him in the season. And I'm like, that's not enough of a reason. As cool as it would have been to see, like, now a super hardened, badass Argyle, I'm like, we're good. We're okay. Also, the Duffer Brothers have confirmed finally what happened to Barb. Oh. I wonder if that's where the Barb scenes come from, because we know she's in this season. Imagine she's alive. She shows up. Hey guys, what's going on? What did I miss? No time has passed for her. That'd be crazy. 11. Actually, let's do Max first, because I think 11 and Steve are like the big ones. She is safe. She's safe. She has so much plot armor this season. Because you can't do it again. She is the same. She's in the same boat as Hopper. If you hadn't done it already, then I would have been like, maybe it's possible. Like, she is one of them that you could maybe kill off and have stakes. Like she's not one of, like, the main 4. So you still, like, you could make that impactful. But you did the twist in episode 4. And then you did it again like you did. I legitimately thought she was going to die in the finale. I thought she was cooked. I thought she was done. And then, she's not. So it's like, I think, you have to not, like, now she's just in the season. She's doing her thing. Someone said up above, like, maybe she's blind in the season. I know people have been theorizing that's, I don't know, maybe she'll powers or something. I don't know. In my opinion, this should have killed off Max at the end of season 4, killing her halfway. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think you either do it or you don't. Max is one of my favorite characters in the show. I love her so much. But, like, should have committed. Either do it or don't. And they didn't, so she's safe. She's good. Okay, 11. I don't know. I'm going back and forth. I think... I kind of think she's here. I'm not convinced. I'm honestly not convinced she dies. But I do think she has to end the season in some way not being around. I think that's this kind of show. I think her ending has to be bittersweet. I don't know if she sacrifices herself. But I do know a lot of people have been theorizing this almost Loki season 2 kind of ending for her. Where, like, maybe she has to, like, go to the Upside Down or something. Like, she has to, like... I think there needs to be consequences. I think it's a full circle moment for her to be introduced in the first episode to save, like, the main 4 by saving the party, and she ends the show, like, saving the party and going elsewhere. I'm gonna put her in dead. I'm gonna do it. If not dead, she's... she's trapped in the Upside Down, or she has to go away to hold some barrier, or something. Her, like, essence gets scattered throughout the universe, or something happens where I think she does make the sacrifice play. Which goes into kind of what I was saying earlier, is, like, you can't have her and Joyce, right? Like, I think they... Like, you can't kill both of them for Hop's sake, right? Like, I think you need to end... Like, if Hopper loses 11 and Joyce, that doesn't work for me. And I do think Hopper is ultimately going to have to say goodbye to 11. I do think that's the arc. I think his whole thing has been, like, he has been using 11 as his crutch. He's been using her as a way to grieve over his own daughter. To like he hasn't processed his grief fully. And I think this is going to be a moment where he has to learn this was never meant to be. This is always meant to be a limited time arrangement, and now I have to say goodbye to her. But look at everything I've gained since this has happened, and like what her being in my life has offered me the ability to do. It's opened me the ability to open up to Joyce, to be a better man, to become a better cop. Like, I think that is going to be Hopper's thing. I think Mike leans way too hard on 11 as well. I think he has to kind of learn to like be his own kid and not lean on her so much. And I do think there's a story here about like you have to move on and you have to, I don't know. I don't know if I'm fully hitting it, but I think it's going to be something around this mark. And I think you need, right now, I don't have a sad one on this list. I don't have like Jonathan, Murray, fucking Ted. Like, you need a huge one that is like, oh, that is the death of the season. And I think it makes sense for it to be 11. I could see them doing, like, the only way to seal the Upside Down is for to sacrifice 11, using her powers to seal it off for good. The only reason I don't see her dying is because Hopper already lost one daughter. But I think that might be the arc. I think he has to accept that, like, loss is... I don't know. But I see it, though. Like, also, it is dark. It is hard. I don't know. 11 has been tortured her whole life. Killing her would be... It'd be a bittersweet ending. But I think you need one. I think you need one very bittersweet ending. Steve. He's the easy answer. Right? If you would have asked me like a year ago, I would have said, yeah, Steve goes. Here's the thing. You can't do Steve and Jonathan. I don't think, at least. I don't think you can do both. I don't think you can kill off Steve and Jonathan. And then, you know, I know the actor has teased he has a happy ending. That could be also just very like him trolling people. It could be Steve. You know, they've also said that like so few of the theories are correct about like what's going to happen in the season. I think Steve has been like the most popular theory since like season 3 of Stranger Things. And honestly, it makes me wonder like if the Duffers know that. Like, I think they might know that that everyone assumes Steve is going to die. I think they're playing with that. I think that they think that everyone thinks that he's going to be like the Iron Man moment. What is it? I saw someone say it. Losing my fucking voice for some reason. It could go either way for me. I think these three are very justified being here. I think all three are very much it could go either way. I could see it though. I could see it, especially like I think you want like Robin can have that moment of just like that sacrifice, like Steve sacrificing himself for Robin. I think would make a lot of sense. That like I don't feel confident enough putting him in dead though. I'm sticking him right in the middle. I'm sticking it right in the gosh darn middle. Yeah, I feel pretty okay with this list. I'm feeling pretty confident. I feel pretty confident with everyone who's in dead and alive right now. It is just maybe, possibly. I think out of everyone in Unknown, like I am leaning more dead. But, like, again, do you do Steve and Jonathan? But then maybe you switch it. Like, maybe you kill Steve instead of Jonathan. And then I think Will needs a death. I think someone in Will's family has to die. Like, okay, you can switch this. Let me just do this really quickly. You could switch this whole thing. You could be like, Jonathan is alive. Jonathan stays alive. And Joyce dies instead. Joyce is that major death in Will's life. And then you could be like, okay, and yeah, no, and then Steve dies instead of Jonathan as that major crust. This could also be it. It almost makes a little bit more sense. Like you could, oh, no, because this doesn't work for me either. Because then we are killing off both Joyce and Eleven. And then Hopper has fucking nobody. So I'm going back to what I originally said, I think they're in my unknown. These are my wild card characters. I think Jonathan dies. That's where I'm at. Gosh darn it. Oh man, fun stuff. I think Joyce dying for Will would make a lot of sense because she felt responsible for him going missing. No, 100%, it would make a lot of sense to me. So then, do we just not kill 11? Like, maybe 11 lives. I also think Joyce would make sense. I do want to put it out there, just in case it does come true, that I think Joyce dying does make a lot of sense. Narratively makes sense. That they keep hyping up, like, the death of the season. Like, it would, like, because she's always been the heart of the show. Joyce has always kind of been that beating heart. Like, for a while, it was known as, like, the Winona Ryder series. Like when the show was announced, like, it's like, oh, she's getting a Netflix series. Like, that's what it was known as. So it would kind of make sense that she goes, like, down with the ship a little bit. Are you watching the episodes? I am watching them tonight, yeah. At least episode 1. I don't know what else I'll make it through, but I'm leaving it at this. I might regret it. Maybe I will. I don't know. Will? Uh-oh. I think 11 lives with sacrifices her powers. That would be that'd be big for her character. Losing her powers in season 3 crushed her. Maybe. Do we want to do that circle though? Like, have her lose it in season 3, get them back in season 4 just to lose it in season 3 or season 5? Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. I'm leaving my list as it is. We will readjust this when we're done with the season. We're going to end it here, though. Episode airs in about 30 minutes, so I want everyone to have time to get all their snacks and all their stuff ready. Some things to shout out for just the show in general. We have a Pipeline podcast coming out tomorrow afternoon about Stranger Things. Me, Draven, Behind the Colonel, we did a character elimination, so kind of similar to this in a way. And we just talked about, like, who we thought was going to die there. We talked favorite seasons. We talked favorite moments. It was a really fun episode, so that'll be coming out tomorrow. When each season is done, we are going to be doing live streams on here. So, like, when each part is done, we're going to be talking about the seasons and stuff like that. So I think one will be about this. It'll be next Friday, and then from there, each one ends. Behind the Credits has 100th episode this week, next Monday. That will be fun as well. Happy Thanksgiving to those who celebrate. Hope y'all have good time with your family. Yes, agreed. You will 100%, my friend. I will make sure you're in there for sure. Yes, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Pipeline tomorrow, obviously, and enjoy the episodes. Don't spend the entire holiday just watching Stranger Things. Spend time with your family as well, and eat turkey and have stuffing and do all that jazz. But I will check you guys later. Bye-bye.